Hey guys, welcome back to Another Way podcast. I'm Michelle and I'm joined by the wonderful
Izzy.
Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We had a few of you guys put through some questions actually through our broadcast channel on our Instagram channel. So if you don't already follow that, do go over there and make sure you get some exclusive BTSs from us. But basically, we went through and selected a few of the questions that you guys sent through, and we're going to be getting a girls/guys perspective. So you've got Izzy and I.
We're repping the girls.
We're repping the girls.
My name is Jesse. I'm joined on the couch with the wonderful Sam Myers.
Yeah.
Hello, Sam Myers.
Yeah.
And the reason we're here today is because we're both men.
Men. That's what we are.
We're men.
We are men.
I'm a little nervous. I don't know what the girls have said.
I don't know. It's
been
me
like-
too. It's so crazy. He's nervous right now.
Brother.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. First question.
I'm so ready.
As a Christian, how intimate can one be in a romantic relationship before falling into sin? Thoughts?
Many. Let's get into it. I think this is a question that the intention behind it is normally how much can I get away with before I fall into sin, which I think is the wrong mindset.
AKA sex.
Yes. I think people are like, can I do hand stuff? Can I do mouth stuff? Can I do all this stuff up to sex
Yeah.
and be okay with it? But I think that's the wrong mentality. I think it should be, well, there's a few different ways of it actually, but it should be how much, for me, it's how much can I honor God in my relationship?
Yeah, totally.
And so for me, that's what I will work out my limit. I also think that if you've had like a sexual past, I also think it's different because like if you're a virgin, then this is not a set in stone rule, but if you're a virgin, in theory, you could be less likely to have sex before marriage because you haven't had it before,
Right.
and
You haven't tasted it.
you haven't tasted it. But then if you have gone into that before, then actually, from my understanding of people and my friends and the conversations I've had, it's easier to slip into that.
Yeah.
And so this conversation of like boundaries is actually how do you protect yourself from going that far?
And also you're protecting the other person too.
Absolutely. But I think it's like if your boundary is everything but sex and then you slip past your boundary, it's like, oh, well, now we've done that.
Yeah.
If your boundary is just kissing and you slip past that and do some hand stuff, it's like, oh, we went past that boundary that we wanted to put in place. But you haven't slept with each other.
Right.
So it's less, because sex is meant to be for marriage. That is
Totally.
the intention
Right.
around it.
Yeah.
And so and boundaries don't feel fun. I want to just say that. I think we can say it so easily of being like, let's put these boundaries in place. They don't feel fun. It's because we want to honor God. We want to honor each other. And I think it's important to know your why. Of like, why are we not doing stuff?
Totally.
Is it just to honor your future spouse?
Right.
That's not good enough.
Yeah.
Actually, we're doing it because we're honoring God.
Yeah.
And it is what he has said, is what he has put in place as our best, how to best live our life and the rules that he has given us. And so I think for me, to be honest, I think I've become more strict as my time has like gone on in relationships.
All right, yeah.
Where actually now I'll be really quite tight with my boundaries of being like, no, I don't want to do anything. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'll still kiss, but I think I'd be a lot like
Little smooch.
little smooch. But I think I'd be a lot tighter because actually it's like I want to be the most holy as I can.
Totally.
So like God can dwell in me and use me.
Yeah.
And he has said that sex is for marriage.
Yeah.
And how can I best honor him and follow his ways
Yeah.
would be my response.
Well, the thing is, it's like, why are you even thinking about like how far can I go until? Like, why are you even? I know, it is natural, but also like you want to be able to protect yourself, but and the other person. And let's say like you get into a relationship, you're dating that person for a while, and then you guys realize that, oh no, maybe we're not meant to be together. Maybe we don't work. Like, you know, and then you break up. I think you're making your life a little bit harder by crossing those boundaries to like, I don't know, like being friends again can feel like really hard and jarring to do.
So I don't know how people do it.
You know? Like especially like, let's say you do the hand stuff and you do all the other stuff and you've crossed those boundaries, you just make it even harder for yourself. I was having a conversation with a friend a couple of days ago and they were saying like, yeah, we only kissed And that actually felt really good when we broke up. Like it was easy for us to just go back to being friends because we know that we protected each other.
Yeah.
Like physically, if that makes sense.
Well, it's that connection, isn't it? And I
Yeah.
think it's a lot more powerful than people let on or realize.
Yeah, totally.
I also think for working out relationships, taking the physical stuff out can bring a lot more clarity.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I'll phrase it slightly differently to how I was going to. If I had 2 hours free to spend time with my partner,
yeah.
would I rather than pick 2 hours to have a conversation with me and chat to me and get to know me more, or 2 hours to like
hanky panky about?
Exactly that. Exactly that. That's so much better than what I was going to say. So I'm like, well, I mean, it is different for everyone, and I think it's not. We're saying this very like again bluntly and quickly,
Plainly.
and it's a bigger topic than that.
No, totally.
But I think sex is really powerful.
Yeah.
The physical stuff leading up to that is still really powerful, and I think that it's not about how far can we get until it's sin. It's like how far can we go to honor each other and mostly honor God and His ways.
That's so good, is.
Once you get into the depth of like how far's too far and where's the line, I think whatever you do, you're going to find trouble with it because each time you're pushing that line and eventually you're going to find where you decide the line is. I think the question's more about how far can you be trying to push the other way. If you're trying to do the full pursuit, full honoring Christ, honoring them, honoring the relationship and the future of the relationship, it's about pushing as far the other way as you can, of being like, not, is this okay, but that isn't. But it's more to the line of, there's no, like, we're so comfortable all the way at this end, trying your best to push the other side of the scale. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah. I used to be really strict with myself. I used to be like, you can't even like hold hands. You can't even kiss a girl until marriage. And there's like a purity in that, and there's a desire to honor God. And I think that you can desire to honor God and you should honor God. For me, that's changed a little bit now. I'd probably say for me, kissing is okay in a relationship. It's actually a beautiful way that you can show that you love someone. Yeah. A little make out every now and then. Getting a little tongue tied, it's all right for me. To be honest, kind of love it, low key. But that's with commitment. Yeah. That's with commitment. As you grow in commitment and intimacy, that's matched. But for me, like, you know, there's lots of other boundaries that aren't cool. Like, obviously the Bible has a standard and talks about sexual immorality. Yeah. For me, I'm not going to go into, you know, hand stuff, touching, or like whatever that looks like, or mouth stuff or whatever. And clothes are on all times, people. Come on. Clothes dry humping, no.
Keep the lights on.
It's not my portion.
Do you know what I mean?
Well,
no
the
kissing whilst you're lying down.
A little bit dim.
No dimness.
But like, be careful of the sofas.
Jesus?
Be careful of the sofas.
Come on now.
Because you can have a pure heart and be like really wanting to honor God, but still a moment can happen and you can get a little
does
too
happen.
far. And
but I also think it's like, you got to remember that when those things do happen, like the devil loves using shame in that point and being like, oh, this is the worst thing, you ruined it, yada, yada, yada. And turn away from what you did, but don't release the shame off it immediately. That's a whole new thing.
It's not a bad thing to be sexually attracted to your partner.
We were designed perfectly by
if
God.
you have sexual desire to your partner, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's literally how you're designed to be. Yeah. But it's about stewarding that in a way that's
worried
honoring to God and towards your conviction. Yeah. And having fun with it, but also like being aware of it. And that's where brothers and accountability comes in hugely. I chat to my friends about it all the time. And we're just like, okay, how was that? How was this? Is it too far? Is it too low? All that kind of thing.
It's too low.
I know. I don't know why I said too low. Yeah. What's too low?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
No, discuss that at length.
Let's move on to the next question.
Shall we?
Sam, do you connect more with God through music, scripture, nature? What's the way you encounter God?
Music.
Yeah. Same actually.
Worship. And also like, you know, like ambient, the kind of like pad that people play in the back of like worship.
A bit of William Augusto.
Hey. Bang.
Niche.
1,000 hours of smoking in his presence.
Smoking in his presence. Back to the first question.
Smoking in his presence. No, that kind of music, and then maybe a little bit of scripture just sprinkled on the top there. Yeah, reading with something like that in the background is bang.
Yeah, it's very cool. I'm similar. I love it all. I love a bit of music combined with scripture, combined with nature.
Yeah.
Put all three together and you've got a win.
All three for me. I think it depends on each season I'm walking through with the Lord. Sometimes some worship music can just hit my soul and speak to my heart. Scripture is pretty consistent. Like every time I read it, God really does speak to me through it. Nature, man, watching the wind blow through trees and leaves just does something to me.
I think for me, I'm going to pick one.
Okay,
I think it is all of them, but I'm going to pick nature. Because I think that's the one that catches me off guard when I'm like not expecting it. Where I think I know I'm listening to worship music, I know I'm in my Bible, I know when I'm praying. But when I'm out in the world in his nature, I'm like, damn, my God did that.
And you're just surrounded by his beauty.
Yes.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
What are your biggest put-offs in Christian guys? Red flags, essentially.
Calm, I need a moment to think about that one. Have you got one off the top of the own? Oh, you do, don't
Christianese.
you? Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
You're fluent in Christianese.
Yeah, I know.
And you're put off by it.
Yeah.
You hypocrite.
No, no.
Of the century.
I think too intense. Just gotta have a laugh.
You,
Oh,
bro,
don't hit me like that.
that's you through and through.
No, don't.
You can't to me at church going, hey, how's your faith? How's your heart?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No,
You're
I
such a
don't.
how's your hearter.
Oh.
Absolutely.
See, this
through
is
and
why
through.
this is why it puts me off because I don't like myself.
You're a how's your hearter. You're such a. Are you protecting your heart this week?
No, I'm not. Don't. No, hang on. Don't paint a.
No. Christianese. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not letting you buy with that because you speak Christianese all the time. But
that's maybe that's why it's put off.
Yeah,
'Cause I want someone
fine.
to draw me away from that.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. What about me?
I like decisiveness. Like the people that can't make a decision or like kind of aren't secure in themselves enough that they just go wherever anyone else goes. I like people that like know who they are,
Yes.
choose where they want to go.
Yeah.
Oh no, I want to eat at Five Guys. I don't want to eat McDonald's. I'm above that.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Make the choice.
It's a large step from Five Guys to McDonald's, but
It's huge.
I think that's made me realize what mine is. I think something that puts me off, sometimes with Christian women especially, because I feel like Christian women have a certain mirage of relationships because like the quick engagements, everything, that kind of thing. I think people who are searching for a relationship, like I want to date someone who is very happy not dating. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like who's very happily independent, doing their thing, doing all of that. And then I'm a fantastic add-on. We're both independent and complement each other. But I think sometimes that's put me off in the past is people that are like, I really, really want a relationship. I think wanting a relationship is amazing. I think that's great. But I think sometimes I've experienced like that going overboard. Yeah, it's basically like someone longing for codependency. Like that's a put off for me.
I've got another one.
Talk to me.
Sorry. Trying to be influencer.
Just checking the till here.
Don't hit back at me.
Sorry.
Don't hit back at me.
No, you crack on.
I don't try being an influencer.
No, I know. It just falls upon you with your hair.
But like they're like try.
Yeah.
They're kind of like trying to show off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the stuff.
I actually hear that. Yeah.
Like, look at me.
Yeah. That's fair.
Don't want to look at you.
I feel like a put off for me would probably be somebody that hasn't like intentionally put some like time towards doing the hard work. Does that make sense?
I don't know if that's like, you know that off the bat though.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know.
I feel like I don't like liars. I want integrity. I also don't like people that use super duper Christian jargon. I want to be able to have someone that can speak to non-Christians and my friends and I have social interaction ability.
That's so real.
So maybe that.
Yeah, not too Christianese.
Not too Christian. No, that's not true. Very Christian, but has
Isn't just
social skills.
Yeah.
Should guys/girls post pictures of themselves in swimwear?
Thoughts? Give me your thoughts.
You can go first. Ask the question.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, my thoughts are some things just don't need to be online.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally think girls shouldn't.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think it depends on like what are your intentions. Are you doing it for the likes, the validation, the comments from people? You know, what are you doing it for?
Yeah.
And I think like it would be a good, like before posting or before, you know, clicking that post button, like actually asking yourself like, why am I actually doing this? Do I really need to? Also,
Yeah.
you know, some things don't need to be online.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts.
Well, and I think it's like, is it a thirst trap or is it, or even if you're feeling yourself and you feel like you look really great, but it's like, well, send it to your mum.
Yeah, for real. Send it to your mum.
I grew up on the beach. So there was definitely pictures of me in swimming stuff on my Instagram. But the context of it is I'm on the beach, I'm with friends. It's definitely not like a sexy thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's the context of it as well.
Right.
Like if you're on the beach, you're having a good time with friends and you happen to be in a bikini, I'm like, for me, I'm like, sure. If you're like...
That's where we both sort of disagree.
Yeah.
Because I'm like...
I know we disagree on that one.
I would be like, no. You know?
I think it's chill. But then I also know for me, like I'm not a very curvy person. So me in a bikini is not that like, because
I know, but
there's less on show.
But still, you don't know what people are thinking.
Yeah.
I've seen many photos of you in swimwear.
Okay,
Okay,
we were talking about this earlier.
You hit me a few
We were
times.
talking about this earlier. If someone takes like a film camera photo of me or someone on holiday and I'm in a pool and I repost it on my story, I don't think I'm going to hell.
Every time you happen to be tensing.
That's not the case.
I see the ab
I've just
popping
worked hard.
out.
I worked hard for what I've got.
We, for context, me and Sam had a little conversation about
Yeah.
questions before.
Yeah.
We were like, Sam, I've seen you shirtless. And he's like, no, you won't even be able to find any photos of me shirtless online.
Yeah.
Took me and Tom, the other producer, literally a minute. So what does that, how does that feed your
on
thought?
Instagram for like 45 seconds.
How
That's a
does
warm
that
book.
feed your thought? Do you think you can? Do you think you can't?
I think it's the tone in which you do it. If you're on a hot family holiday and there's a photo of you on a beach, I think it's about the tone of which you said it. I think everyone can look at a photo and tell, is this a thirst trap or is this someone who's in a scenario where their shirt's off? If you're a person that has worked really hard for a really good rig, I honestly think fair enough that you're doing it. If you're a PT, like that's your livelihood, crack on. I don't inherently think it's bad. And I've like one of like the mentory people in my life is a PT. And he always posts little videos of him on his story, like doing physical things. There was one where he was climbing up a rope whilst doing an L-sit, which is just ridiculous. And his shirt was off. I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine. What about you?
Yeah, I think I personally won't follow loads of girls that all they post is bikini pics, just for my own like protection.
Girls and boys is actually key to mention. Yeah, as well. I hear that.
But I do think it's so contextual. I think what you just said was really good. Like you can tell if they're just at the beach with friends and they're posting it because they're in a context with friends.
Yeah.
Or if they're trying to like show off the bod in like
there's a
kind
tone.
of sexual, desirable way. So I personally don't like follow many girls who live on beaches and post thousands of bikini pics, but also I think it's okay, like context wise. Like if you grew up in Florida and you grew up just living basically in a bikini, it's going to be different to the UK where we're not used to seeing bikinis in the supermarket.
Yeah,
like
valid.
You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I kind of to me it's more
hear that.
context.
What is one thing you wish the opposite sex knew about the other? That we have 4 phases in our menstrual cycle. Oh my gosh. Our hormones are going up and down, left, right, and center throughout the whole month. And we might be 4 different people, depending on what cycle we're on. I mean, phase we're on. Man.
I think boys are often known for having the fun stuff and girls are known for being like the deep emotional stuff. And I think is actually we both can be both and both are important. And I know we're different, but actually we're still the same species. And so I'm a bit like, maybe something I want them to know is like, you can still hang out. We can still have fun.
Yeah.
You can still have emotions. That's important. Like, let's come together.
Yeah. But just because I'm with you doesn't mean that we're going to always go deep.
Yeah.
Like, we can also just be light and have fun too.
Yeah. And girls can be funny. That's another one.
Period. Girls are funny.
We can be deep feelers too.
Yeah,
And
I was going to say...
we can be clear communicators as well. And we actually like hard conversations as well.
Yeah.
I feel like that there's a perception that men don't always want the emotional, hard conversation. But we're so willing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think mine's on a very similar temperature of just because we might like to take on the provider role and that kind of thing and like be the one that comes up with the plans and comes up with everything. Don't just be a bystander to that. Like, hey, we're going on a date. I want to spend 4 hours with you and you alone. Like, I'd love you to input. If you really want to do this, say you really want to do this. Say you really want to do that. Like, I wish sometimes that the input would be a bit more, because I'd love to hear what you want to do, you know? Like,
that's good.
Yeah, I want to be the provider, but I don't want you to just be a bystander.
That's good.
Talk to me.
And what is a unique, this is the final question, by the way.
Hit me.
What is a unique challenge faced by men in Christian faith?
Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York.
Sorry, what was that?
It's called a tongue twister.
Okay.
Can you say it 3 times, please?
No.
Okay. Can you remind me of the question, actually?
What is a unique New York? So, flip.
That'll do it. Yeah.
Challenge faced by men
in
in Christian faith.
I think the challenge of like the fact that if you're like in a brotherhood and you've got accountability, you've got to get used to weakness a little bit in that regard. I've got a mate right now who I'm currently in a scenario which I have a friend who's keeping me accountable every single day. He's got 4 questions. My friend Theo, I text him answers to these 4 questions every single day. And it's an accountability check every day. And I, over the last month and also doing it, have had to get used to the challenge of being weak in moments.
Yeah.
Having to take a step back and be like, actually, I did fail on this today and I need to tell someone about it. And that is a weak moment. Because not only are you admitting you did something wrong, but you're waiting to be affirmed on it. So I think that's a unique one for Christian blokes.
Yeah, I think similar, to be honest. It's like being vulnerable, not transparent within the brotherhood as well. Like we can hear, look, you need accountability, you need to press into weakness. So I can be like, hey, Sam, I'm going to press into weakness. Here's all the stuff going on in my life. Cool. You can say what you want.
Yeah.
But I can still be I can still be boundaried in that and not have you actually like speak into my life.
Yeah.
Or I can actually come in the process, let down all my boundaries and have to like be weak, which means you could actually reach into my heart and like move me around and change things. Yeah. But like choosing to be not just transparent, but actually vulnerable and like letting people in fully is quite a lot. Like I find it hard to be weak in my closest friends and like cry in front of my closest friends and let go in front of my closest friends. That could be quite unique to men.
What is a unique challenge faced by women in Christian faith?
Okay.
Stereotypes.
Interesting. Tell me more.
I don't know. That's all I had.
What do you mean by stereotypes? What is the stereotypes, do you think?
I mean, like what you were just saying with the other question, like opposite sex knew about the other, sort of like women are fun too. Like as much as we can be feely and go deep and emotional, we're also fun.
Yeah.
And just human.
Yeah. I think men are invested more to become leaders than women are. And in churches. And I think that's a issue still, to be honest. And I think what I've seen of like, there can be great gals, but the men are the ones that hold authority. And I think there's a difference. And I think because of all the like, people need to be safe and protect themselves. It's like men investing in men, women investing in women, which I think is really great. But I also think that means there's a lot of men in leadership, which therefore means women aren't being invested into. And I think actually there are ways to do it. There are safe ways to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to be invested in by these great spiritual holy men still. Just because I'm a woman means I'm not getting their input. It annoys me. So I think one of the unique challenges as well is actually still like women being raised up as and seen as just as a strong, authoritative leader as a man.
I love that.
Yeah.
I really do. And like, let this be like, honestly, I didn't have that perspective at all. Well, I do. Actually, I do. You've actually helped me like think about that. But I think it's just like, as women, we also need to understand and know that like we do have authority given by the Lord if we're like called into spaces like that, to actually step into that and not like shy away or be timid.
Yeah.
And be okay to ask questions, be okay to be like, hey, could you actually mentor me if they are a guy? Obviously doing it like well. There are ways of doing it well. But yeah, be bold and like use your voice that God's used you to, like given you to use.
Yeah.
And you don't know, like you're not just there to like preach and speak to the women in the room. You're also there speaking to the men too.
Yeah.
So, you know, God can use everyone and anyone. So
yeah,
go for it. Guys, that was the last question. Thank you so much for joining us for this guys, girls, like perspective on the questions that you sent us. But hopefully this was like insightful and helpful. But do like also go to your mentors, like your youth leaders and everything to like ask them questions too. But see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.